Bourbon and Boxing.
I die for you. You lied to me. Yes, I cried. Yes, I cried. Return of the man. It is. Return of the man. Come on. Return of the man. Oh my God. You know that I'll be back. Here I am.
What is
Hey,
going on, boxing fans? That bell was way too goddamn long.
man.
I,
Oh
I
my
was
God.
waiting.
Here
Damn.
I am.
I'm like, goddamn, stop, bell, stop. I had to shut it off. Bang. It was still going. I hit stop. But hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 71 of Bourbon and Boxing, man.
No,
With
bro.
your,
No. Wah, wah. He said 71. It's 72.
is it 72? Damn, I'm tripping. I don't even know my own episodes. That's why you got two people on the show, bro. One keep the other one balance out. You know what I'm
Man.
saying? Hey, man, well, we're
Uh,
going to talk about Shakur Stevenson. We're going to talk about Virgil Ortiz. We're going to talk about Tszyu. A lot of news this week, not a lot of big night fights. All the fights were early today in the UK and over in Japan. But hey, your boy, Chef Jeff, and
Big Spade.
gonna get with you on all that shit, baby. Let's go. All right, man. First, we're going to talk about Shakur. Shakur is a free agent. He seems to be all over the media. He doesn't want to, and it seems like honestly, he got beef with everybody, even Shushu Carrington. They ain't even in the same
That
division.
that
He beefing
surprised
with
me you
Shushu.
seen that. I ain't heard of nothing about that.
Well, you saw Shushu's response. Shushu's like, bro, what the fuck I do to you? I ain't done nothing but respect you as a fighter. I ain't never come sideways at you. So why the fuck am I in this conversation? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, how the fuck did I get to be part of your conversation? Basically, Shushu's like, bro, we could do this anytime, any motherfucking where. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
like, you know my coach. We know
Yeah.
each other. We can handle this however you want. But Shushu was kind of thrown off guard too, thinking, the fuck did I do? Like, I ain't
Yeah.
say nothing about this dude. But Shakur was going sideways on everybody. Shakur was just kind of pointing out, Carrington is older than him. I didn't know Carrington was older
Oh
than him.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. He
Yeah.
like 20, he 29, ain't he? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
20.
I'd heard. I was like, "Damn, I thought he was younger than that."
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess Shakur is pretty much saying, like, "Look how they're doing with this dude as a 29-year-old prospect, like, they ain't pushing him." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
ESPN, Top Rank, they're not pushing this dude just like they
Yeah.
weren't pushing me. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
choose who they wanna push. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm with Shakur on that one, but where the fuck does he go from here, man? Who does he sign with? Does he go over to PBC? Does he sign with Floyd? I mean, Golden Boys already said they're out of the picture, but of course Shakur said he wasn't going to sign with them, so that wasn't even an option for him. He
I
wasn't
don't
going to
think
sign.
he would have signed with them anyways. That's Golden Boy was like, you ain't got no hope. You gotta, especially if you're a black fighter. I'm speaking on a black fighter.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you ain't
yeah,
got no hope. Like, all right, I'm gonna jump in this little contract and just get a little light on myself, get in the mix, and then cause they had AB back in the day. Golden Boy
yeah,
did.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So but I don't know where Shakur gonna go, man. He need a I don't know, man. He been so much beefing with everybody. It's like, bruh, like I fuck with him though. I mean, I mean, shit. I guess he feels some type of way. I can't describe a man emotions or some shit I ain't never been through in my life, but on my point of view, I'm like, shit, motherfucker gonna talk how they talk, but they ain't everybody ain't gonna like if you for him to always bring up Floyd, I feel like you should know this. Like everybody was saying Floyd was born, especially when he fought Pacquiao. And he told y'all how he told us how he was gonna
yeah,
beat Pacquiao and what people was gonna say. And that's what was the outcome. But you ain't see Floyd oh, you a bitch, fuck you, and you feel me? Nah, I won. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying about me. You feel me?
yeah,
But Shakur ain't built itself up enough to do, I guess, to have them feelings like fuck it. I'm getting my bag regardless. So
yeah,
I guess it's different emotions with that shit. But at the same time, bro, he got to stick to what he doing. But far as him signing with, I don't know. I mean, he should take the Terrence Crawford route. He close to him. I feel like Terrence Crawford got his foot in the door now, so it can open up a little more leverage for him to where he go. But I don't know, man. I don't even know who he should sign with, to be honest, because it's like, what fights are you gonna get when you sign with these people? Like,
Yeah.
if you
Yep.
sign with Floyd, what fights you gonna get? Because I don't even think you gonna get the Tank fight
Yeah.
immediately. You know what I'm
No,
saying? Because
I don't
you
think he would
still,
either.
you gotta damn near. It ain't even because we boxing fans, so we know the signs of boxing. We know everybody ain't gonna get power. We know all this. So it's like, but you gotta impress the fans, though. Like, you gotta impress the people for you to. I feel like Tanking down, like, man, you gotta do some impressive shit for him, for us just to want to fight him now, because he ain't did shit in his last fights. And I mean, yeah, he gonna make some money because it's me, it's Tank. I'm fighting. So
Yeah.
anybody I could fight, goddamn it, a ladybug, and everybody gonna come and see me fight
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
ladybug. You feel me? So it's kind of hard to say like who he gonna go with. You said he can't go with. He ain't going with Golden Boy. I ain't feel like he was gonna do that. So that Zepeda fight might be out the
Now they're
fucking.
saying that they're going to send that to a purse bid. The Zepeda fight has been ordered by the I want to say WBC. That's his
Oh, okay.
mandatory fight now, and that they're going to send it if they can't come to an agreement. Because Shakur is saying 70-30, which is absolutely true. Because Zepeda, what's Zepeda's resume? Everybody's like, nah, Zepeda should be getting 60-40 at the. I'm like, nah, he should be getting 70-30. To be honest, prove yourself. You have fought nobody. You're
Yeah,
31-0 and you don't have a resume whatsoever fucking ever. You've been babied in 31 fights, and I like Zepeda a lot, but people
yeah.
talk about Shakur. What the fuck has Zepeda done? Who has he beat to make you
But
think that he could beat a Shakur Stevenson? I haven't seen him fight anybody of that level. So to me,
you
it should
remember
be 70-30. You know what I mean? Maybe,
what?
65-35. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you remember when I first watched him? Remember, and when I watched him and we watched that fight, and I'm like, I watched him, but I feel like Shakur boxed his head off. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm saying he ain't got no defense, and he rushed in there. And like, it depend on what Shakur you get. Now it's crazy because it's now like, what Shakur we gonna get? I ain't
Well,
never really seen myself saying that. I mean, well, we know we gonna get the defensive mind Shakur, but if we gonna get the Shakur 130 trying to stop you, or trying to put in that press on you a little bit, like, which one we gonna get? Like, you feel me?
yeah.
Like, but I feel like he's still been the same, but I just feel like, I don't know. I think he got to just grow. I think he kind of rushed to 135 too. Like,
Well,
even
I
though
think I
it
think that
wasn't nothing
needs.
else for him to
Yeah.
do at 130, but I think he still got to like grow into it. Like,
Well,
dude, if I watched Mill City, and he had a guy on there he be talking to. Not Mill City, my bad. Cigar Talk. I forgot my guy name, but I was watching him and he be interviewing people. His shit nice too. I like how he do that, man. But Najee, that's his name, Najee from
okay.
Cigar Talk. And it was this older guy. I guess he used to box or whatever. He be calling Shakur Bright Light Stevenson. Shakur Bright Light Stevenson, because Shakur ain't got no nickname, but he was referring to like Shakur need to fuck the weights. You need to do pull ups, push ups, calisthenics. Like, you know what I'm saying, do your push ups and them pull ups, and when you do your
Try to
pull ups,
build that
keep
power.
keep pushing through even when it hurt. Like, even though I know that from just working out. Like, yeah, the calisthenics ain't the calisthenics hold way more than weights do. People don't know
Yeah,
that.
honestly, man, the best shape I was ever in is all I did was calisthenics, bro. Push
Yeah,
ups, set ups, chin ups.
yeah,
Bro, I was cut. I mean, I
yeah,
looked good, and I
yeah,
never touched the weight whatsoever. And everybody's
yeah.
like, "Hey, you been hit?" I'm like, "Nah, just calisthenics, bro. Like that's all I've
Yeah.
been
See, the
dropping
weights
down,
blow
doing
you
two,
up.
300 push ups a fucking day, doing like
Yeah.
200-300 setups, and then busting out some fucking. I had that thing you put on the door, the
Yeah.
fucking pin up door thing. I
Yeah.
had that. That's the best shape I was ever in, man. Like
Yeah.
fucking, you could see my arms, my chest, everything was nice.
Yeah.
I was
Cause
like, damn,
the
I ain't
weights
had to
all it
cut the weight.
do, the weights do is blow you up.
Mhm.
And you can
Yeah,
lose that shit so quick when you done fucking with that shit. Like, it go like, but the
yeah,
calisthenics gonna stay. That's like me. I could eat, my stomach go down, but I mean, eat, my stomach blow up. But if I stop eating how I eat and don't do no stomach work and just work out without stomach work, you can still see my shit under there. That's because it's calisthenics to get the stomach. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Gotta
So,
work the muscles
but
in a
yeah,
different
he was
way,
he
bro.
was suggesting. Shakur like I'm like, damn, that's probably what he need. Do some real like pull ups and shit, bro. Fuck
Yeah.
them weights, bro. That
Yup.
weight shit. And a lot of boxers like you be hearing them like fuck them weights. I mean, fuck trying to be you being cocky and that shit ain't gonna get that shit. That shit don't matter in boxing. Like that
Yeah.
ain't that ain't that shit that don't work for boxers. Like you gotta be slim fit. You your strength come from that heavy bag for real. Cause all of the young amateurs I done seen, I'd be like, damn, they be having that bulge in they
Fucking arm like that.
in they
Fucking
arm. And that
wow,
shit
that's
come
right there.
from
There's some rock there. Like,
yeah, and they don't be curling and that shit come
mhm.
from hitting that bag and swinging them
Yeah.
arms. Like you feel me? But if you do them calisthenics though, that shit gon' that shit that probably could build some power and do some leg work. I wonder how much leg work he do. Cause the
I don't
power
know.
comes from
He
the
seemed to have
legs.
the legs. Did you see? He seemed to like he tired down. Like not really tired down, but when it got into the later rounds, he
Yeah, I
slowed
seen
down a
that
little
one,
bit.
especially when dude was
Yeah.
unloading. He
Yeah. Yeah. And
was
then dude
unloading
started
on that one
unloading
round,
on him.
throwing all them punches. That's what
Yeah.
had me like, damn. And he was like in the frenzy, like what you going like? I don't know, I
Yeah,
don't,
but if
cause
a
I fuck with
Shakur gets
Shakur.
to you or a Tank gets to you, my two things with him, man, this is my two things. Number one, if you can stay a free agent and only sign one deal fights with these companies, he should do that by all motherfucking means.
Yeah,
Don't put yourself in a situation of signing a 2, 3, 4 fight deal with
that
corporations that
top
aren't.
rank ass
Top
deal.
Rank has
Yeah,
already proved that they weren't going to give you the Zepeda fight. They could have given you that one because they work with fucking Golden Boy. They could have gave you Loma, who was in their camp. When Haney was down there at 135, they didn't even give that an option. Tszyu was at 135, was no option for him at that point. You got Raymond Mortala at 135. Top Rank has these guys. They're not putting them in the ring with Shakur. So if I was Shakur, I would look at that and say, look, if I ever go back to Top Rank, it's going to be a one fight deal. And it's going to be to fight somebody like Raymond Mortala or something, or to fight William Zepeda because you don't want to sign a one fight deal. Even with Golden Boy, I don't think he does. But with this fight coming up, he may not have a choice but to sign that one fight deal with Golden Boy with the Zepeda fight if it's his mandatory and he has to take it or be stripped of his WBC title. Number two, man, I think the Williams Zepeda fight is where you will really get to see Shakur because he's gonna have to throw way more fucking punches. Zepeda is a guy that throws 100, sometimes
mm,
150 punches a fucking round, dude. So he's
mm.
gonna come out swinging. He's gonna be throwing punches. So you're gonna have to counter him. You're gonna have to throw more. I think that will really truly bring out to what might open people's eyes to Shakur Stevenson. It's
That's
big
the fight he needs. The
opportunity.
open, not the open
Yeah,
our eyes, but the open
to
the
open the rest
people
of the
that
world to hit
yeah.
them to get
That's
him
the
that
fight,
crowd to
cause I
where
know what he gonna
people,
do to
yeah,
him. I said that episodes ago when we was talking about it. Like Shakur gonna box his head off, bro. Like I
yeah,
see it. Like,
but he's gonna
but
have to throw them punches to do it. If he, like, yeah, he might be able to get on his bike and ride, but Zepeda's coming forward towards you the whole time, and he's gonna keep throwing punches. So why not? And I and
all he
I,
got to
I hear
do is fight
people.
him like he fought.
I've never seen Shakur run. Have you ever seen Shakur run? I hear people saying he's a run. I've never fucking seen this.
Stepping
He's a
back is
defensive
not running,
guy
bro. Distance,
stepping back.
getting
Yes,
stepping back is
exactly,
not running. Finding,
exactly.
getting out of distance and getting back in distance is not running, bro.
Exactly, because he
Getting that
always
person out of
engages.
distance ain't running. Running is what
You get on
what
Ortiz
dude
did.
did with Jerron Ennis, the that one
Yeah,
fight when he
yeah,
couldn't
yep,
knock
yep,
him out.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
fucking running. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But
Or
like
what
they say, you ain't
Ortiz did to Teofimo Lopez. I felt like that was
yeah,
running. Like that
yeah
was
type
the
shit. Yeah,
definition of running.
running. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Shakur just right now, if you don't have to sign with anybody, don't fucking do it, man. All these guys are gonna put you into long term, three, four,
Yeah.
five deals that they don't have the talent to give you 4 or 5 good ass fights. Devin Haney has been the best example of signing a 1, 2 fight deal, jumping over to the next platform that has the belts, fighting for those belts, and jump to another platform that has the belts. Like he's been altogether, he's been what? He started out on what YouTube, I think, is where his dad started him out at. Then he went
Who?
over to PBC. Devin Haney. He signed with PBC when he was young, but he was noticed on YouTube first.
Yeah,
Then
yeah, yeah. Some shit
PBC
like that.
signed him. Then he went over to Matchroom, then the Top Rank, now back to Matchroom, which he did a 1 fight deal with them. Who knows where he got it? But that's the smart to me. You shouldn't have to sign a big time contract with these guys unless Shakur goes in and says, "Okay, I'm going to sign a 4-fight deal, but I'm fighting these guys.
See,
These are
but
the guys I'm fighting."
the thing about Devin Haney and where his dad was smart at, his dad got him his own promotion license in Vegas. They talked about that when he was young.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he was already able, he already his own promoter. He already got his own promotion
So why don't the
license.
rest of these guys do that?
Cause
Cut
now
out
they
the
just
fucking middleman
because
and
now it's like, all right, you do it, we still might try to fuck you out of, you know what I'm saying? Cause you still
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
use
yeah, yeah.
us. But
I guess if
I
you got the
mean, and I
belt,
take that back too. I think if anything, just go with Eddie Hearn, man. Like I fuck with
I
dude.
think that's what I think too. I like Eddie a lot. I'm 50-50 with Eddie. Sometimes he says stupid fucking shit. Uh, and he will say fights are happening that aren't. Like he'll sell you the river when it ain't gonna happen. And you're like, motherfucker,
Yeah.
you lying out your motherfucking ass. You just said last week you
But
ain't talked to this dude now. But overall, if I had to choose, I'd choose probably Eddie Hearns, man. I like
I
Eddie
feel
Hearns a
like
lot.
cause he for his body, and I'm gonna tell you why I say Eddie Hearn. Cause what he did with Montana Love. If
Yeah,
Montana Love could have been winning these fights that he was
yeah,
getting, cause for him to he got him off of Jake Paul card and was pushing him, but he lost them 2 fights back
yeah.
to back.
I think he was Hearns' first American fighter that he had signed.
Oh
So
yeah,
he was, yeah. So he was really trying to push Montana Love because he wanted to get into that American scene
yeah,
because that's how event. Now he's over here throwing fights in Orlando, Florida, and shit like that. Before that, he was never over here in the states. He had never thrown a fight in the states, and
okay,
then now he started fucking with the states because he started signing more American fighters to
yeah,
kind of get in that ground because he's like, man, I want to be everywhere. And that's like,
yeah,
like I told a dude on the internet, he was talking about, because I was talking about the Virgil Ortiz. I'd have loved to seen Ortiz versus Tim Tszyu, and Tszyu's getting a bad rep for that loss against Fedora when his head was gashed open, and now people are like, oh, he sucks and all this other shit. And dude's like, man, why don't you rep your American fighters, man? Like, what? That's why are you all over this foreign dude? And I'm like, cause boxing's world motherfucking wide, bro. That's a fact. It's
So
everywhere.
you saying you
Good.
telling me I can't like Luka Doncic because he
Yeah,
from over
that
there?
yeah, and
Like
that's what I
fuck
told
out
him.
of
I said
here.
that's silly to be so one sided that with a sport like boxing being worldwide, UK, the Puerto Ricans, Cuba,
Yeah,
Mexico, Canada,
yeah,
the US, there's fights everywhere, man, and there's good fights. Japan, all that. Everybody's got good fighting. If you just limit yourself to American fighters, you're gonna miss a lot of good ass boxing. But
yeah,
that's why I love boxing, man, is how worldwide it can be. And and that's what Eddie Hearn sees. Eddie Hearn's like Frank Warren is just he's like, I'm in the UK. I fuck with UK fighters, and that's it. Hearns knows where the money is. It's all
yeah,
the way around. Sign people from everywhere, man, and you have a good
yeah.
opportunity to, not only but branch out and get yourself a notice everywhere around the world, also as a promoter.
Hey, you know what I ain't really what nationality I ain't really been seeing on the scene for real? African fighters, man.
They have a good stable, but for some reason, it doesn't get a platform because they've got good fighters. They've got a good league in Africa with
Yeah, I
supposedly
ain't been
really
see-
tough, good
but
fighters.
this the I'm saying far as like now, I ain't never seen it where you just don't see no I ain't seen none, bruh.
The
Like
last
I
one,
can't even say on no cars that I in this past year.
the
I ain't
that
seen no African fighters, bruh.
that cruiserweight dude, I think he's African. Starts with an A.
I
Out
don't know.
out.
Ain't
He's
I
he's
don't even
fights on
know a
top
crew. I
rank.
don't even know no cruiserweight. So I
Yeah,
you
Ja
feel
Ja
me?
Opatia. He's a cruiserweight dude. He's a tough fucking dude. He's out of Australia. But yeah, this dude, if I'm right, what the Ajabwe,
Jawa.
Nefi Ajabwe or something like that. He's out of Africa. He's a cruiserweight fighter, but he's pretty much right now the only one that I'm aware of too. But supposedly they got a good group core of young fighters over there, and it's really popular in Africa. So I'm surprised we don't see more of it also. Uh, but yeah, I mean, we also got news of Virgil Ortiz. He's going to be fighting August 10th against Cyril Bohachuk for that. I think does Bohachuk hold the interim IBF or WBC title, something like that.
Oh
So
no, but I'm tired of them doing interim belts too. I'm
Yeah,
sick
yeah,
of
it's kind of weird, but it opens Virgil up to an opportunity for a title fight a little bit sooner than he probably would have had to wait. So if he goes and beats Boachuk, that'd be a good little fight. But he still wants to fight Tim Ortiz or Tim Tszyu down the road. He
yeah.
still wants that fight to happen. Of course, I think we all do because I think that's a great test for both of those guys. But I think
Right.
I like Virgil Ortiz a lot, man. I'd like to see how this fight goes for him. Being out of the ring as long as he was at welterweight, his health issues. I want to see him in a full fight more than a couple rounds. I want to see him go, 7, 8, 9, maybe 12 rounds in a fight to really see where we can gauge, if he can go long distance. And it's hard to gauge him on his talent because he's not really fighting guys that are on his level, you know,
Right.
and he's dominating them. So
What did he move up to 154?
yeah, he's been up there since he was supposed his
He
last
ain't
fight
even
that
get no shots at 147 either, did he?
he tried to get two shots with damn the kid's name that he's fought one time in 3 years now. Uh, can't remember his name. Starts with an S. He had two scheduled fights with him that got canceled because he couldn't make weight, and every time he tried it, put him in the hospital. He was being hospitalized
I'm
because of the
saying, but it was other
dehydration.
people he could have fought at 147.
He
Like,
could
why
have,
they
but
ain't make that with him and Boots Ennis?
he couldn't make the weight.
Oh, he
Every
couldn't make
time
the weight no more.
yeah, two
Okay.
times in a row he ended up in the hospital
Oh, you
trying to
talking
make
about
the weight.
Virgil ended up in the
Yeah,
hospital? Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Virgil did. But yeah, so he moved up to 154, fought the dude that was the Tony Weeks situation where Tony Weeks is like, there was something wrong with dude. He shouldn't have been in the ring, and Tony Weeks kind of stopped that fight immediately. That he fought that dude, and then we saw him just recently fight a guy that he pretty much dominated to another kind of trash can type fighter. Uh, no competition. So I gotta see him against the Tim Tszyu fight would have definitely been a
Yeah,
test. I think
yeah, yeah.
that would have been
Cause
a
he
nice
hit
one, man.
the last fight he hit dude with that body shot. He stopped you with the body shot, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was my
stopped him.
first time seeing. That was my first time seeing him fight. I'm like, ooh,
Yeah, he's nice, bro. He's got all the talent, man, but he just went through some health issues, and I think a lot of people kind of forgot, how good he really is. And
yeah,
like I said, like he's past the point of fighting any kind of prospects. He's past the prospect point. He's already
hmm
shown that he is that dude, and I think he could compete with anybody at 154, uh, and shit like that. Man, I tell you what, our boy Terrence Crawford is getting a lot of beef with people saying that they take Mazadov, that they think that's going to be his toughest challenge. And I'm not saying it's not, but I just don't. Terrence is another level, and I think he'll show that in this fight. Uh, they're saying that, Mazadov's so much bigger than him. He's really not. He's only a half an inch bigger, and Crawford holds the reach on him. So
yeah.
it's not. I don't think it's the type of fight people are thinking it is. We got the fight results from last week, man. Of course, Jerome Boots Ennis defeated David Azavanyan in a fifth round TKO, the same time that Crawford beat the same opponent, fifth round.
Mm-mm.
Wait, and Turkey Al Sheikh said, "Hey, he
Crawford
wants
was
to make
seventh.
that fight."
Crawford was seventh. Ennis was fifth.
Oh, so Ennis got him out sooner. Okay, I thought Crawford
hmm
got him out in the fifth round because that's why I was kept looking at the fifth round to see if he was going to beat him by the fifth.
Nah, it
I
was
kept
seventh.
checking that fifth round. So yeah, okay, so he got him out a little bit quicker, but uh Turkey Al Sheikh said he wants to make that fight at some point this year or early next year. Bud versus, Boots. The money's gonna be
How the
right.
fuck is y'all gonna make this fight? And when is Booth coming up to 154?
He would have to. Crawford's not going back down to
Yeah.
147. And Boots, but I don't know. Boots may not do it though, because Boots has said that he wants to unify 147 before he
Daddy
goes to
already
one.
said it. His daddy already said it. He said we're gonna unify at 147. Then we'll come up to 154.
Yeah, and that would be a smart move for him. Go ahead, because I mean, you got Pacquiao supposedly fighting Barrios, which I don't get that. I mean,
People
that's
just be calling. They just calling for shit. Like they just calling for anything, bro.
yeah.
I mean, it's cool. I like to see it, but we ain't seen no real test with Boots yet. All right,
No, we haven't.
y'all gave him Artem. I mean, not even what the fuck was dude's name? Dang, his name wasn't Artem. I think that's what Shakur fought.
David Avasanya. Avasanian, the
That's his
dude he
name.
just fought, Avasania, David Avasanian. I'm probably saying it completely wrong, but it's something Avasania.
Whatever
Uh,
the fuck his name is. He was like, if you think, all right, Terrence beat him 2 years ago, knocked him cold out. If people be like, oh, he knocked him out in the fifth, and he beat him in the seventh. Terrence knocked him cold out. He
yeah,
got up. He got up from when Boots knocked him down.
went to his corner and
So
just didn't
so
come
if we
back
if
out.
we, if we
Yeah,
gonna judge it off of that, if y'all want to be serious, and then you
yeah,
got to think that was 2 years ago. He was 2 years younger. He's 2 years older now. If we gonna judge that, like, come on, people got to
yeah.
quit
That's
doing
true.
that, bro.
That's true. Yeah,
I mean,
that's
some
what I was
shit
saying
when
earlier.
you a boxing head, you can be like, you can pick, but we can't do that with two great motherfuckers like that,
Yeah,
like two good people, and then Boots get the let old him and the man. Come on, dude. Terrence Crawford knocked dude straight out, and he was playing with him, bro. Like he
and
was
this
playing
was a
with dude. If you go
fill-in.
back and watch that fight, Terrence Crawford, they try to slow mo down the punches he was landing on Terrence Crawford. Like, bruh, he was, bruh, come on, bruh. I watched the
Yeah,
fight. He was playing with dude, bruh. As soon as he swung and got for real, man, I'm like, he about to knock dude out the next round. He
yeah,
knocked him out. Cold though.
yeah.
Out. Not no, oh, he got up. He was done.
And
You get what I'm
Albasanya
saying?
was a
But they trying
fill-in
to
for
judge,
Boots.
oh, Boots stopped him in five. He got out. He just ain't come back out the corner.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he didn't come back
He
out of
like,
that
fuck that.
corner.
I'm about to just get my money. I ain't about to. You feel me?
Yeah, and
Yeah, I
yep.
mean, he couldn't do that with Terrence Crawford. It was out cold. Like,
Nah, he said after this round we're gonna call it quits. Pow! He's like,
yeah,
nah,
yeah.
nah.
He probably had that shit in his head. Like after the fifth
Like,
round, I'm just going,
this round, we call that shit quits. He hit me with a
man,
body
like,
shot.
come on,
Get
man.
that
Hey,
payday and
y'all.
walk on. I don't know.
You probably don't know Gilly, but that's my guy. I fuck with Gilly, but Gilly tried to
You be
say,
hipping me to some motherfuckers, bro. You be
yeah, he
hipping
got
me to
he
people
he got a
that I be
podcast, million
listening
dollar
to.
worth of game podcast. They be doing like
Okay,
interviews with rappers, all type of people for real. But he from
okay.
Philly, he a Boots Ennis fan, but he tried to say, and Boots knocked him. Like, I'm like, come, hey Gilly,
Yeah,
let's be for real. Everybody gonna be biased. Everybody gonna be biased when you emotionally attached to a motherfucker and you fuck with a motherfucker. But
yeah, and that's true
if we
because
gonna
that's how
talk
I
for
am with
real,
kind
if we
kind of
gonna
Terrence
talk for,
Crawford.
if we gonna talk boxing for real, man, come on, man. He he dropped him. He got back up, finished the round,
Yeah,
then went to the corner and didn't want to come back out.
I don't
He
want to find
never had the
no box,
chance to
no
do that
box.
with Terrence Crawford. He went
Yeah,
out cold. You feel me? They was coming in there to make sure he was alive, my boy. Like, you
yeah,
can't do that. You can't take that and do that and be like, oh yeah, you can't do that. Just like they was saying, Boots was getting hit more. Like his defense, no, Boots probably was rusty. He been waiting to fight for so fucking long. Like, y'all can't, come on, man. Just cause you sparring don't mean just cause you sparring is way different from a real fight. So just cause a motherfucker probably been sparring for a year don't mean they gonna come out and fight like
yeah,
that. Like they got to knock the ring rust off. You feel me?
yeah.
So
And like I
all
said, he was a
that
last minute
judging,
fill-in too.
all
Like,
that judging the motherfucker off about who two people beat and how they both beat them. No, cause no, just
it's
no,
all
man.
different
But
at the end of
but
the
I could
day.
take it but I could say this. I could be biased with this though, and say when I seen Terrence Crawford come out and do what he did to Sean Porter, I say, oh yeah, I know Earl can't really fuck with him now, because
Yeah,
Earl was in a dog fight with Sean Porter. He damn near lost that fight. For
yeah,
real, people don't like. People wasn't even trying to mention that though. They know Earl Spence got out of there by the chin of his hair,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I'm talking
They
about
just wanted to
if
mention the
Sean
Ugas
Porter
fight.
probably wouldn't have never got that, he ain't get that knocked down. Boy, listen.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's just my take on that shit though.
Yeah, I agree with it, man. I like I said, but I would love to see the fight. Not right now. I'd like to see, and if the fight even really happens, because Boots is so young, and Crawford's headed upwards, not downwards. He's trying to
Yeah,
conquer a
like
division,
I
go
keep
up,
trying to,
get that
yeah.
Canelo fight, and I think if he ever gets a Canelo fight, That'll be the last fight Crawford
And
ever
they
takes.
want to just be, and they be saying, "Oh, Floyd did it with Canelo." Man, they ain't the same. They ain't got the same path. They
No,
got the
no.
same dream, but it ain't the same path, my nigga.
Two
And they,
different generations. Let
and
Boots
they,
be the
and,
next,
and
and
they both conquered their dreams, like became
mhm.
champions, like more
Yeah,
than once. Like you feel me? Like
yep.
now it's about money. Like Boots, you
Well,
gotta,
yeah, especially for Crawford, man, and Boots
yeah.
has got to
Like come
build
on,
his
man. It ain't
reputation.
about money. Don't get it wrong. It ain't about money, like he put money first, but it's about signing that right fight, getting that right fight for that right check for the right
Yeah,
prize. Like, come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
man.
When you're 30, what is Crawford?
Three
37,
six.
38,
I think he
36. So he's
36.
36 years old. He's got to be thinking what's after boxing. I need to build
Yeah.
my future, make my money now so that I can invest into my future after boxing. And I think he's a smart dude, so you already know that's kind of where he's aiming right now. We'd all love to see Boots versus Crawford, and it'd be one of those biggest what if fights that I think would be talked about down. Oh, what if these guys would have fought? But I truly don't think it's ever really going to happen because Crawford's got what he wants. He's got his own journey, and Boots has his journey. So, and I don't think they cross each other's path at this point, man.
And like I respect it, man. Fighters I respect it, the tough, but they be trying to skip the line. Like
Yeah, yeah. Well,
they'd
that's
say,
that young
and
generation,
how
man. That
not the
young
not
generation.
yeah, not to say I fuck with Keyshawn too, but I'm just saying like I don't, they get, I don't know, they be in their feelings. I don't give a fuck about none of
Yeah.
that.
Buy your time, earn those fights like,
But
Keyshawn
yeah,
Crawford,
like
Teofimo
Keyshawn,
Lopez.
you trying to jump the,
Yeah.
give me Tank. Like beat a couple of top
Yeah.
dogs first. Like
Yeah.
okay, if you beat Frank Martin, then beat
Or
some,
you
like
or you
beat
go beat
somebody in
Raymond
line. Like you
Mortala.
can't just jump to the head dog when the
Yeah.
head dog trying to knock off who coming second coming, or you feel me? It ain't gonna never
Yeah.
work like that,
Yeah.
bro. You got to put yourself in the position, bro. Like
Exactly. You
it
gotta
don't matter
prove
how
against a
many,
guy
it
like
don't
Frank,
matter
a
how
guy
much
like
you say a
Mortala.
motherfucking name. You still gotta be in that position for him to notice. Like, oh, oh yeah, okay, all right,
Yeah,
I
because
see.
Tank's probably going, "Who the fuck is Keyshawn?"
Nah, he know him. I bet you.
He
Nah,
know him, but he probably
yeah,
thinking, "Who's this
yeah,
dude to call
like
my
Keith,
name at
like
this
little
point? Like, who's this
Keyshawn.
motherfucker?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
like little
like
Keyshawn, you ain't even fought nobody yet.
he's
Yeah,
like he's
like
like the
that.
prospect, the
Yeah,
prospect.
right. Oh, speaking on
Like,
Keyshawn, did you see what he was saying about a doula? Oh, you ain't even see it. See,
man,
you
I know
gotta,
he don't want
bruh.
none of Abdullah. He don't
Listen,
want
bro.
none of
Listen, you gotta
Abdullah.
subscribe to Mill City Boxing, and you gotta
Mill City
subscribe to
Boxing.
Sigur Naji. You gotta, man. They
Okay,
be getting a lot of interviews with
send
boxers
me
and
those
shit, man.
names on my text, and then I'll subscribe
All
to
right,
him
all right, all
when we're
right.
done
I'm
with
gonna send
this.
you their link. I'm gonna send you both of
But
their
what's
links.
going on between those two? I know he don't want
Nah,
none of
they was
Abdullah.
interviewing him, and like I told you about my boy Gilly, and Mill City brought Gilly on. He be bringing Mill City, he bring people on too. I like how they do that. Like, but they been going for a minute, so they had like Coach Kenny, Coach
Mhm.
Calvin. He has the Zab. Like they both be having different people. Like that shit, all right though. But both of they shit, that shout out to them too. But yeah, like they was talking about a doula. And Keyshawn basically he said he had to clear it up, but he ain't, like I ain't cause I know we gonna have to see each other. But he was basically kind of, I ain't gonna say he was throwing no hate on me, but you supposed to feel like that because you a fighter. So I ain't gonna say it was hate. Motherfucker was saying he was hating. I ain't gonna say he was hating, but it was like, uh, he was like, oh man, I ain't gonna keep bringing up a doula. Like, you know what I'm saying? He fought a 126 pounder that came up to 135, and he ain't fighting nobody. Basically that type of shit. And
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
mean the sad part is
but
he's a prospect with more
Ohio
fights.
run boxing too. He was like, we knew this was gonna come, but I already knew like y'all gonna be a future fight. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
It ain't
mean,
no way y'all ain't getting past each other. But it's like
yeah,
that's gonna be a hell of a fight, bro.
yeah.
That's gonna
Abdullah's
be a
gonna be
hell of a
fighting.
fight.
Yeah, Abdullah's fighting again August 17th, bro. August 17th,
He
already fighting
getting in
again.
that bag, bro. He ain't
He
playing,
getting that money, and he's just steadily fighting.
and he
To
focused. Like,
me, Keyshawn can. I don't see how Keyshawn thinks he's a level above Abdullah Mason. For one, he's got more fights under his belt. What is it? 11 for Keyshawn, 6 or 14 to 15. What is it? 14 or 15 for Abdullah? 14,
14.
like 14-0, 11-0 for Keyshawn. I mean, you look like more of the prospect than Abdullah does at this point, and that's not a Keyshawn looked great again in his last fight. Abdullah looked great. I mean, it's hard. I like
I
both of
think
those guys. I
Abdullah.
like both of them
I
young
think
dudes.
Abdullah would have stopped both of them fighters. Him and Shakur fought.
You think
I
Abdullah
think
would stop
Abdullah would have
Shakur?
stopped both of them fighters. Him and
Oh, that
Shakur fought.
Shakur. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree with you. I think even man, God, Abdullah is special, bro. Like when you see something like I've been watching Keyshawn for a while. I like Keyshawn, but I see his up and downs. I see his lack of power. You know what I mean? He had stamina problems early on. He's kind of faced that, done a lot better with the stamina issues, but he still doesn't have the power. But he can box like a motherfucker, man.
Man,
He can throw those hands. But
man,
Abdullah got the hands, the speed, the footwork, and the
that
motherfucking
motherfucker
power,
Abdullah
bro.
got that tank mentality.
Yes,
I'm
yeah,
trying
and
to tell
he
you,
come
he
just
coming to
fucking
kill
pow,
you.
straight
He
forward.
coming
Yes,
to
yes,
he coming. I ain't gonna say he shot, but they be playing. He's coming. He trying to wipe you down. And once he
yeah,
figure that shit out, bruh, I ain't comparing him to Tank or nothing, cause I said he the young old pretty boy to me. But
mhm,
the mentality wise, after he figure you out, he's coming in there to
yeah,
get you out of there. He ain't playing.
and it only
He
takes him a
ain't.
round to
He
figure you
ain't
out.
playing with you.
Yeah.
He ain't
What
trying to.
about
He
him
ain't
versus,
even trying to talk to you.
what about Mason versus, Calvin, uh, is it Calvin D Davis? Is Calvin
Kelvin.
the older brother than
He
Keyshawn?
140 though. He 140.
Is he 140? Man,
Yeah.
a catch weight. I mean, Calvin, like I don't know. Did he end up losing the fight because he was
He
there, and then
won. He
about a
won.
year, and he won over the weekend. I know that, but he kind of scaled back to where
Nah, he just
he
went
when
back.
him and
He just went
Keyshawn
back because
first came
he
in.
I think he had slow. He wasn't in it all the way, like, and then he
Yeah,
came
something, man,
back.
because they
Yeah.
both came in, him and his brother, and they talked about both of them at real high regards. And then you kind of Calvin just kind of fell off a little bit, and you didn't hear much about him. And then I
They got a
saw him
little
on that
brother too
last
though.
card.
He in the Olympics. He supposed to be all right.
Okay, nice,
Yeah, that
nice. I
younger
like
brother.
that
He
family
he
boxing,
tall.
man.
He tall like the big brother.
Okay,
Hmm.
tall and lanky, so nice.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Tall and lanky.
Yeah.
But
We had
but
another fight on Saturday too, bro. Raymond Mortala. Of course, Janabek got canceled due to dehydration. Put him in the hospital. That fight got canceled. Then you had Raymond Mortala step up to fight Tevin Farmer, who he won in a unanimous decision. It proves to his undefeated record of 21-0. Calls for Shakur, Zepeda, or Davis. I'd like to see him against Davis. They're both up and coming guys. He's got more experience than Davis does,
Keyshawn.
of course. Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to
Yeah,
see Keyshawn versus Raymond Mortala. I think that would be the test that both of these guys would answer
yeah.
where both of them are at, and then we could see who's stepping up to fight a guy like Zepeda or Shakur, in the future. Uh, Now I did hear today that Loma doesn't want the Tank Davis fight, according to what
What?
Loma's yeah yeah
Oh, shit.
Loma's manager came out and said that Loma is not feeling that fight. He doesn't want it at this moment. He doesn't want to fight till later in the year. If he does fight right now, money is not an object to him. He does not need the money. He does not fight for money now. So that's not something they can sell him on. But pretty much was stern that Loma doesn't want this fight at the moment. He doesn't want anything to do with Tank. Is that a duck? Is he scared, or is he just trying to like spend some time with his family? I mean, you got to think this guy has been boxing his whole fucking life. His dad, since he was 6 years old, has had him in a boxing ring.
I'm saying, so
Took him
who he
out of
want
the
to? So
boxing
he
ring.
don't want to fight Tank, but he'll fight somebody else.
No, he's not even saying he would fight anybody at the moment. He said he doesn't want to fight till later in the year, and
That's
they
what I
want to
thought
make
it was gonna
Tank
happen
fight.
later in the year, like
That's what I
November.
thought too. But I think he's talking like December is when he would fight.
I
But
mean,
he said
December
at
close
the
to
moment,
November, so
so he
so
may be saying that he doesn't want that Tank fight period, and that he would rather fight somebody else. I think he wants an easy
I
belt.
ain't
You
heard
know?
that though. I ain't heard that.
Yeah, I just read it today, man. Sidestep boxing popped up on my thing.
Yeah, I
His
ain't heard that.
his manager
Just like
saying he
I ain't
doesn't
know
want it.
about that Bruce Hurt.
Yeah,
That shit.
yeah, that
But
was going on early in the week, man. Every time I was getting on the net, every chance I
yeah,
had checking shit out, I was like, damn, Shakur going off on motherfuckers. And then I saw the Shushu thing. I was like, oh shit, these guys got what the fuck? He got beef with Shushu, and then Shushu saying the
but you
same
know,
thing. Like, what the hell
Shushu
did I
had
do?
beef with his boy though that lost.
Oh yeah.
Ray Savage, Raymond Ford.
Oh okay.
You know
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
had. You know they had words. So I feel like Shakur tried to. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
Like say
Calling him
something
out.
to now. Like you know what I mean, like I
Let
mean
two
he
fighters
20.
have
He
their own.
he is an old ass prospect.
He really is. I didn't know he was 29, bro. I really didn't.
I
Now I'm like,
did.
damn,
I did. I
y'all
did.
need to, y'all need to fasten this up because he can't be a 29-year-old prospect, bro. He gonna be in
Yeah.
his in just a few years from now, 32,
Yeah.
33 years old. He gonna be in his
Yeah.
prime already.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe you do make that in a way fight happen a little bit sooner than later, in my
Yeah.
opinion. But in a way, saying he's gonna stay at 122 for another 2 years. He has
Oh
no
well.
to jump out of 120. And you know what that is, man. I think there was a lot of wake up call with that Neary fight when he got caught in that fight. Showed he was human. And now I think they're scaling it back, trying to be more protective of his record, his
Yeah.
reputation, giving these hand fights. I mean, he's fighting TJ Daltrey instead of MJ, the dude he should be fighting. You know what I mean? He's fighting an older veteran dude that why he's taking this fight makes no sense. It's like a tune-up fight. What are you fucking tuning up for? You
Right.
know, like you're the unified champion. You should be fighting the best in that division. Even that dude out of England who should be fighting soon. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Goodman, Sam Goodman. He should be fighting him. Sam Goodman or the MJ dude, he should be fighting. Those are two good fights for him. He's gonna have to fight these dudes eventually. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then everybody coming over there to him, like to see him come out of the States. That's my only issue with him. But 2 more years, that would, in my opinion, that gives plenty of time for Bam Rodriguez to jump up to 122 and whoop that ass.
bam,
I'm telling you, he don't want another Bam
bam,
Bam.
bam,
He don't want
bam.
Bam. I think Bam Bam tears his ass up, bro.
Just don't go over there, Bam. I
Now
don't
Bam's
trust
too
him.
big in the States. He's
Yeah,
a U.S.
I
fighter,
don't
man.
trust him, Bam. I don't trust him
Hell no,
over there.
can't trust them motherfuckers. But yeah, we got our schedule going on this week too, man. I put it up here. You know, we ain't got a lot of big fights going on, but you guys take a little read on that. The schedule this week: Juno Nakatani versus Vincent Atrabio. They fought earlier today. I have not seen the results of it, but that was a WBC bantamweight title fight. And then Chantel Cameron fought Marco Howe, which she won that fight earlier today. Of course, Jake Paul versus Mike Perry for absolutely nothing because there aren't any YouTube belts. Any
Yeah,
title. I had to put it
I
on there
wouldn't
because
watch that shit. I wouldn't
we,
watch
we,
that shit if I was blind.
they're charging $60 for it, bro. You know what I did?
Mm.
I went
Get
in
it,
there.
Jake Paul,
Why,
get your hustling ass out of here, boy. You a hustling
bro,
motherfucker. I can say that. That
oh
boy
yeah,
got a hustle
straight
hand on
hustle,
him.
straight hustle, bro.
He know
So
how
what
to
I
hustle,
did
boy.
is I wanted to get the same amount of entertainment I would get for $60 out of a Jake Paul fight. So I went into my wife's purse. I snatched $60 out while she saw me, and I ran into the bathroom. I flushed it down the toilet, and she, "What the fuck you doing?" Started cussing me out. That was about the same entertainment level I
Type
was gonna
shit,
get
yeah.
just flushing my money down the toilet and watching my wife go the fuck off. The fuck is wrong with you? But no, you know that if that's what I would do if I wanted to watch a Jake Paul fight.
No
You know, just flush my
disrespect,
money
though.
down.
No disrespect, Jake Paul. We ain't on it. We trying to,
No, it just ain't my cup of tea, man.
yeah.
More power to getting your hustle on, getting
I ain't
paid.
never
I
watched
don't care about that.
the Floyd exhibition, so I'm damn
Nah,
sure ain't watching
nah.
no Jake Paul.
Exactly. If it don't mean anything to boxing, there's no reason for me to waste my time on it.
Yeah.
Like I said down in the beginning, like I just wasn't really much on talking about YouTube boxing because everybody's like, "Oh, you gonna talk?" Nah, not really. You
Oh,
know,
you
what I
gotta
mean,
go
give me
on
the
YouTube.
shots for, huh?
My
What?
bad. You gotta go on YouTube and watch Shakur and Keyshawn talking to Ryan Garcia too. Ryan
Oh, dude.
Garcia, bruh.
Hey, I did think of that. That is Ryan Garcia's next fight. Mark my motherfucking words. He will fight
Who?
Jake Paul. Jake Paul and Ryan Garcia. That's gonna happen. because
Hey,
Ryan,
listen, I'm gonna tell you why it's gonna happen because Ryan Garcia said he banned it from boxing.
yeah, yeah,
So
he can do exhibitions.
yeah, and he tried to say he tried to he because Shakur was like he was like I can get you the I'm gonna get you the Zepeda fight. I'm gonna call Oscar. He's like, what if you can't get it? What you gonna do? He's like, I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna leave and da 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 da. Da. He a phony like you say like he.
I
Oh,
said, bro, I
he said,
called this
I ain't no racist, man. I was. Why you even say that
motherfucker.
though, bro? That's
If
like
you
me
said that shit,
disrespecting my.
yeah,
That's like me disrespecting Jeff race, and I be on, and we got some shit going, and I'm disrespecting this race
yeah, yeah,
publicly, whatever, behind his back. But I'm on this motherfucker talking to him every day, and this my guy, this my big brother.
yeah,
Come on, bro.
yep.
That shit don't
And
make no
that's
sense,
fake
bro.
shit, man. And I
Come
called
on,
Ryan
that's
on
fake
that
ass
shit.
shit. But he
Yeah,
basically was saying like, if we'll have to fight expedition. So what you saying, Mike? Ooh, you might called
no,
it first on here.
because
You
he
might
get
called
paid.
it
He's gonna
first.
get paid
Stamp that.
millions for that.
Stamp that. Stamp that. You gotta
Yeah,
stamp that.
y'all heard
Stamp
that
that.
shit
That's
right
stamp.
here.
That's
See
stamp.
that?
That's stamp. He just said
Jake
it.
Paul, you better
We
give me
just
some
said it
fucking
on here.
money.
Bourbon and boxing. He said Ryan Garcia gonna fight Jake Paul. I can see that. I can
Yeah,
see that too. Cause
because
he
Jake,
claiming he
that would
can't
be a
make
good.
140 for real. Like he can't even
Yeah,
make 143. That's what he
nah, and
was claiming
he
to
can fight
Shakur.
Jake Paul. Paul be a little bit bigger. I think Paul fights around 175,
Yeah,
a little bit bigger than that. He went up in weight against a guy, but he could barely make that 200 weight. He struggled
yeah.
to make it in a fight a few fights back. But
How
yeah, he could
tall
fight
is he?
Ryan. I don't know, man. He seems to be a little bit taller than most of the dudes he fights, but he fights these shorter MMA guys. Nothing
Was
against
he
MMA.
taller than Nate
I have some
Robinson?
short little MMA guy trying to fight me now. Like what?
Was he
You know what I
taller
mean?
than Nate Robinson?
Oh fuck yeah, he
Oh
towered
yeah,
Nate.
so he like six something.
Towered.
Then
He's probably about
he got
6 foot.
about like 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah, 6 foot, 6'1", somewhere around there.
Yeah,
So he
he
is a
was
bigger dude. He fights
because
around
Nate Robinson like
175.
5'10", 5'11". So
Yeah,
and he
he was
hooped in the
tough.
NBA. So he
Yeah,
got to be like six something, at least
yeah.
six.
Yeah, he towered him. He's bigger than he looks a lot bigger than Mike Perry in height also. Perry stands about right here to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So he bigger than Perry too. So he's probably about 6 foot, 6'1", maybe 6'2". But yeah,
yeah.
like I said, him versus Ryan Garcia. Why the fuck not? You're Ryan Garcia. You can go make millions off that motherfucking
Man,
fight,
he
bro.
gonna make they gonna make some money.
Bruh,
Hey,
they
Jake
would.
Paul, bro, call us, bro. We just gave
Hey,
you
and not only
ideas.
that,
And
re-
Ryan, call
replace
us, man.
that, replace that fight with the Mike Tyson fight because I don't want to see Mike in the ring no more, bro.
Bro,
I don't
that's
want to
gonna
see
be
Mike in the
so
ring.
much money, bro. And they
Yeah.
both gonna be talking so much shit.
Oh, bro, you
Oh,
already
it's gonna be
know.
troll. It's gonna be
Bro,
troll city.
they'll throw down before the fight. Motherfuckers are gonna swing at each other before the fight even start. I
Troll
swear.
city. That's gonna be troll city,
Mhm.
bro.
Yeah, but the what do you think Jake Paul would take that fight? I mean, that's a real motherfucking boxer with
Go
a
ahead for the
real,
money.
real
For the
left.
money, I would.
Yeah, yeah, for that money. Yeah, because like I said, replace that Mike Tyson fight, put that on Netflix. Oh, that's gonna blow the fuck up. And I say
Ryan
that with the Mike
Garcia might
Tyson
not
because
even go back to boxing after that. He might retire.
fucking do exhibition fights and just make millions. He can go probably make, fight 4 or 5 exhibition fights and make 10, 15, $20 million and just be like, the fuck and I mean that it sucks, but
Off of that
hey,
fight, he
out.
might be good. That might be a 50 ball for
Yeah,
both of them.
yeah, on Netflix with the subscribers and whew, I mean
With
you
both of their
100
fan base,
million easily,
both of their
100
fan
million.
base,
Yeah, 100 million people would easily watch that fight.
with
Easily.
both of their fan base. Oh my
Mhm.
god, bro.
Yeah, that social
Damn.
media, YouTube crowd.
That's them Conor McGregor and Floyd. That might outdo them.
Yeah. Yup. And put that where would you put that
Ooh,
fight? You putting that in Las Vegas? You gotta put that in Las Vegas, I think. Put that put
ooh.
it at the
We need to be
Sphere.
parts of that. We just
Put it at the
called that on
Sphere.
here. You know how
Yeah,
much money
yeah.
y'all make?
Mhm. I'm telling you, man, I see that fight coming. I'm calling it. We are calling it right here on Bourbon and Boxing, bro. With that fight's gonna happen, man. Uh, why not if you're Ryan Garcia? You can't fight for over a year. You can make good money off this. He's being sued by everybody and their mama right now. So he needs money. He's gonna need money because he got a lot of people going after him right now for wrongful allegations that he's made. He just got he might do a year in jail if he gets found guilty on this vandalism charge that he just got
Oh
charged with. He
shit.
got arrested a few
He
months
gonna
back
get
for vandalism.
probation. He'll
Yeah,
get
yeah, he won't
probation.
get no time for it. You already know his first offense. They'll slap him on the wrist, give him some probate. Little rich boy, his lawyer will get him sent home. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But so yeah, that happening. But yeah, we'll call that right here on Bourbon and Boxing, man. Of course, Tim Tszyu has is cleared to fight in September. Heard I'm hearing September 22nd is when he may fight. He's got two guys in mind, Erickson Lubin and Jesus Ramos. It's going to be in Australia though. He went back home. He was trying to get the Ortiz fight in the U.S. because he wanted another fight in the U.S. Didn't work out for him, so he went back home
I
for
love
training.
to see them. I love to see them two candidates fighting.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
I'd take
good.
either one. I'd take either one against him.
But Erickson Lubin lost to Jesus. I mean, no, Erickson Lubin beat Jesus. Ramos.
Hey, yeah, hey,
Yeah.
beat Ramos. Yeah, yeah. So yeah,
I like
what
the
I'm
him though. I like the him though. I like him though, but I guess that'd be a good fight for all three of them motherfuckers. They all
yeah,
three. That'd be a fight to prove they self, Erickson Lubin, to get his
yeah,
name back in the mix like it was. Him to
yeah,
do to show motherfuckers it is he is who he is, and for
yeah,
Jesus Ramos to prove itself again. So that's a
yeah,
fight. Whoever he fight, that they all gonna have to have something to prove. So yeah, I wouldn't be mad. I would. I love to watch that. I love to watch that one.
yeah. I like both of guys. I think they're leaning towards Erickson Luba. Lubin is what I've been hearing that they are
Man,
leaning
Erickson
towards.
Lubin looked as fat as hell too, man. He looked out of shape bad, man.
Really, really, I
Yes,
did
bro.
not.
I just seen him. He looked fat, like they coach did that bullshit to them. So he went to go fight the dude that who card was that we had watched? Who card, man? And dude, damn, he fought. Man, it was a black dude, man. We had watched it, and I'm like, that was AB coach. But we had talked about it. I had talked about it, but we
Wasn't
had
Troy
watched that
Isley,
fight.
was it?
Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah,
Troy
yeah,
Isley? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, Troy Isley.
yeah. He
Yeah,
fuck. He went with Troy Isley basically because what's his name, Spinks. I can't think of his name though. Not Leon Spinks, but his son.
okay, okay. I can't think of his first name, but I know who you're talking
He
about.
was he was talking about it, how he did them boys, and how he thought he was gonna come out. You know what I mean? Basically, he did some bullshit, went with him thinking dude was gonna win a better opportunity and left them boys out to dry.
Damn.
And I feel like that played an effect on Erickson Lubin too, cause he been with dude for a minute. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and he just, bruh, he was
And you
fat,
say he
bro.
big? He big now? He might
But
not be able to
I ain't
make
gonna
that
say
September
fat, but he
22nd
was
fight.
blowed up, bro. When I seen him like, I want to say it was on AB story or something. He was at AB. It was something, bro. He was big, bro. I'm like, damn, he
Damn,
blew
that ain't
up.
good. That'd be hard to lose that weight by September 22nd. I mean, he'd have to put some work in. Uh,
Yeah.
so that might be tough. They might be better to go with
Nah, he probably can
Jesus
make it
Ramos.
now. He probably can make it now if he got. Cause I think this was like last month, like
Okay.
June. Yeah, this was like June. If you saying September, he could lose that shit.
Yeah, September 20th. So it'd be basically towards the end of September also. So
Yeah, yeah, he could
yeah,
lose
yeah,
that
he could
shit.
probably do that. I mean, boxers, and especially the dude been doing this his whole life. So, you know what I
So
mean?
because if AB did it, I know he could do it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, somebody was saying that Blair Cobb should be Boots Ennis's next opponent.
Yeah, yeah,
Man, Boots would beat the shit out of Cobbs, bro. Like, he would tear Cobb's ass up. I'm sorry.
yep. I just wanted to see him beat his ass because he be talking all that shit about boots. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
that Boots would fuck him up, bro. Like I told him that would be a bad fight for Cobbs, man. And you know,
man. He gonna
Blair,
beat the
Blair,
fuck out of him.
oh my God, he gonna embarrass that dude. He better not take that fight. I mean,
I
for the
wouldn't want AB to fight him. I definitely wouldn't want AB to fight him because I was thinking that like, bro, if AB win this fight and they try to throw him to boots,
oh God, that
ooh-wee.
yeah, you got yeah, that would have been bad. I mean, he would have probably did it for some money, but I don't know. Like
Yeah,
I said, Boots ain't that known yet to where you could look at him as a big payout. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because he's still building his reputation. So, guys can't really look at it. And, that's the issue too. Like I said with Shakur, man, his biggest issue with anybody signing right now is that he's looked at as a boring fighter. He doesn't sell like they said there was 8,000 people at that fight that set 16,000 people
Yeah.
in his last fight. So he only had 8,000 there. I don't know what the viewership was on the TV. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I think it's more hate towards Shakur than it is people, being realistic about, you know, what he really is right now.
Right.
But you get that in boxing.
Yeah,
Man, we
for
ain't got
sure.
much to talk about. Like I said, it was basically a news day for us. And my dude, Big Spade, he definitely let me know this is episode 72, my guys. I got it up as episode 71, man. But,
72, y'all.
but that's why we make good team, bro. You know what I mean? We
72.
always got each other's back.
For sure.
But we're gonna do what we do. Big Spade, take us out this motherfucker. Let them know what they need to do or
Man,
what
y'all
they.
already know. Like, subscribe, comment, mess with us. I got us a new subscriber too, my boy Coolsy. He subscribed. He said he like our chemistry. I don't pay attention to the subscribers and to the views until we go all the way up. It's like putting money in
Yep.
my it's
Yep.
like putting money in my shoebox, man. I ain't paying attention until I really know. You feel me? So
Yeah. Yep.
but anyway, shouts out to Coolsy for subscribing. But like, subscribe,
Thank you, my boy.
comment, fuck with us like we fuck with y'all, bro. We doing this shit not just for y'all, but because we love boxing too, man. We
Hell
just want
yeah.
to get y'all our insight and y'all give us y'all insights on the comments, man. Fuck with us.
Yeah. That's it, man. You heard what my dude said, man. Fuck with us, man. We just gonna keep doing our thing. And especially now, bro, we're gonna just branch out big time, man. Y'all don't even know what's coming. It's coming, baby. It's coming. Y'all better be ready. But thanks once again for joining us on Bourbon and Boxing with your boy Chef Jeff and
Big Spade.
yeah, yeah. Y'all have a great Saturday, man. And joy. No fights tonight. Just joy, relax, man.
Relax.
That's it. All right, guys. Peace out.